We must focus on finding victory, whatever our discomfort.
Chest? What harm could there be in having it?
Oi, you there! Bring some more, give us a hand! Right, lend us your aid.
We're in there.
Scatter the goblin!
It's difficult to explain, but I feel as if I am possessed of a greater power.
Our task is complete.
Splendid.
Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow.
If I might be so bold as to speak my mind, different masters favour different pawns. One whom I served preferred to have beastrons for allies.
Words worth hearing.
I felt certain I would find you here, Arisen, and it seems I was right.
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
We have found a material.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Pray, slow your feet! You run too fast for the likes of me!
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Onward. Our work is not yet done. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? We were to make for Harv village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. The anticipation of one's next meal is what makes a hard journey bearable.
I quite agree. Fare such as this makes our travail seem like trifles.
Let us proceed to the next location. On to the nearest location. We were to make for Harv village, as I recall. 'Tis not far from here. It's rather high. It might be beyond our reach. Would you mind coming over here?
Eyes up! Harpies are upon us!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. All is well. I feel as fit as ever.
A different path would serve us better now. I'll lead the way.
Turn you into a Pinkerton!
Our foe well and
Caught the ogre's attention, Master. Try to keep it occupied. I shan't squander this opportunity.
well as your women as a moth to a flame.
Such single-mindedness makes our enemy predictable. Not necessarily easier to counter.
I stumbled. Just one more push on to bring it down.
Strike fast, and our quarry shall fall.
Focus your strength, Arisen!
I can't imagine we're in need of a campsite just now.
Let us return once we've grown tired from our labors.
Ho! A small force ventured inside. Though I've seen... I'll not stop you if you wish to explore, but don't look for my aid if aught goes awry.
We ought to keep watch, lest we be set upon from behind.
What? Oh. 'Twas...
Fie! There's a haze o'er my eyes. Can anyone hear me? We need help. I don't want to fall here.
Damn lizard! Is this where I draw my last? I'm tarnished!
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find...
I am in your debt, sir. Thanks to your valor, I shall live to fight another.
Having more of these to hand ought serve us well in battle.
What say we pelt one at the next foe we encounter?
Challenges we face. 'Tis done.
You're not one of... Forgive me. Would you aid me in reaching the entrance?
Let me get that. An obstacle blocks the way. Perhaps you might remove it by force. If a ranged attack is needed, you can count upon my aim. Might I be of assistance?
You went in there to save my fellow soldiers. Well now. I underestimated you, friend. I shall send word of your deeds to the... You've done well this day. I thank you. We'll see.
Hold, sir. I'd rethink pressing onward if I were you. The village is crawling with Saurians. Forgive me. I didn't mean to startle you. I used to call this place home, you see, in times more peaceful. You're the Arisen, are you? Well, that's something. We were hoping to reclaim our village, but it doesn't... We fled when the dragon attacked some days past, thinking we'd return. Easier said than done, clearly. In our absence, a basque of Saurians have made our homes their own. What are we to do? The guards not like to send soldiers all the way out here. mayhap they needn't at all. Please, sir, do something, anything about the Saurians.
Saurians abound, Master. Be on your guard.
We ought to proceed with caution.
I was our ally against Scarlet Beasts. Shall we report our results?
Is the deed done, good Arisen? Oh, thank you. Thank you. We shall all be able to return to our homes at last. I can hardly wait to bring these tidings to the other villagers. I dare say we'll have this place livable again ere long. I cannot thank you enough. Long will you be known as a friend to our village. If you happen to pass by, do come visit us, won't you? I should like for you to see this place as 'twas afore the dragon's attack. For your sake...
With this, the peril has passed. Still, perhaps we ought to visit the village again anon, just to be certain.
I quite agree. Let us press on with our next objective. Unless you've any objections, Arisen, I will plot our course from the nearest location. The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
The creature's corpse will serve us well.
You cut quite the hunter's figure. We shall have to make use of curatives till a mage joins our ranks. We need not concern ourselves with strategy. Whatever we do, our victory is assured.
There's a shorter path we might take now. Allow me to show you. Yon chest is in a place not easily accessed.
Is there no way to reach it?
Is there any way to climb up there? I'm not sure what we'll find, but it might be something useful.
This place offers a view of the sea.
I imagine we would not escape a plunge into the water's depths.
Another statue. Aught within me yearns to climb it.
Shall we search for a path to lead us to it?
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command.
Pray, follow me.
Why do we not use their range to our advantage?
Understood.
We've no healing magic targets, so we Security will have to do it.
Thank you kindly. I did not mean to trouble you.
You mustn't let this stop you. You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Let us press on with our next objective. Shall I lead you to the location nearest here, Arisen? The soldiers delivering freight were last espied near Vermin's eastern edge. That's not far from here.
Oh, what does this say?
Shall we take a closer look?
Tis a hobgoblin!
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here? I suppose there can be no harm in bringing this along.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner. Follow me, if you would.
I learned of a forgotten rift stone in this area during my time beyond the rift. I can take you to it, if you like. till a mage joins our ranks.
Over here, if you please.
But I feel as if I am possessed of a greater power. My mind feels clearer than ever this day.
The Arisen people! Quick! Douse the flames!
I'll put an end to this, Bowmaster.
We've no healing magic at our disposal, so a curative will have to do.
Would you mind coming over here?
Hear that thundering gate? It is a cyclops. It seems we have a great might confidently call that a resounding victory.
We mustn't allow ourselves to become complacent. Take each trial as it comes.
This route has seen better days. But there's no sense lamenting it. We'll just have to take the long way round.
Nothing else for it, I suppose.
You'll not get past me! How long do you think he can run, eh?
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
fine tale when I rejoin my master beyond the rift.
Now that is a surprise.
Nice where you go.
Don't drag this!
Very unusual.
I shan't let them harm you. Sunset draws near.
We shall have to be all the more vigilant.
Protect the shipment! Steel yourselves! Cut the things down! Don't let them touch the shipment!
How did this happen? You must defend the cargo. They're a tenacious lot.
All done then?
Splendid.
I thank you for coming. And what luck! Nary a scratch on the way.
There's a shorter path we must. I take now. Allow me to show you.
We've arrived well enough. Where to next?
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. Over here, if you please.
Still waiting on that report.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the Arisen.
I'm not taking any passengers just now, sir.
Thankless job, this. Place, strapped. I'm ready for patrol.
Days like this make me glad to be alive.
Fine place to sit
Should I get up to today?
So, you've come. Captain Brant Bad.
Up at dawn, done by dusk.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time.
Pawns aren't permitted entry to the palace, but I would see you to the entrance if I may.
Arms for the poor. Pray grant those less well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. May fortune... Well met, Sir Arisen. Might I trouble you for alms for the poor? Many thanks. Ah, hold on a moment, Sir Arisen. You see, one of the children we care for here at the Gracious Hand has gone missing. Malcolm, his name is. He's a steady lad. I can't imagine he would have... This building's very old. It could be that he's found himself in some... Might I impose on you to search for him?
Let us begin by gathering information.
Right you are.
It is my duty to devote my life to prayer and virtue.
You know when you breathe your last.
Malcolm's been really into exploring of late. Just the other day, he was going around telling anyone who'd listen about how he was an ox hair away from making some big discovery.
Got to face it.
Malcolm? All he's doing of late is picking through rubble. Don't know why he bothered.
None of us is guaranteed tomorrow. It's just life.
It's been a hard day.
last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
Haven't got any leaves.
There must be some fields to calm down.
Is Malcolm all right? We were supposed to go exploring together, but I overslept, and he went without wish he'd woken me up. I was really looking forward to going down into those vaults.
We'd best report back.
I know so little of this world and of myself.
Anything could be lurking here.
Vaults, you say? By my knowledge, they were sealed off. Ah, but you mention rubble, aye? Then perhaps the lad found a way through. Come, I fear there's not a moment to lose. Pray, follow me, and quickly. I believe this is the place to which the children were referring. Look, there, a hole. Could he have passed through here? There is naught to be done but have a look for ourselves. The passage ahead. Let us make haste.
I can scarcely see a thing in this murk.
Malcolm, thank goodness you are unharmed. You have my eternal gratitude, Sir Arisen. Now
Sir Kendrick? You'll never believe what I've found. It's just up ahead. Books, sir. Books, books, and more books. It's like some...
Truly, perhaps we ought to take a look.
We ought to follow close behind, lest we get separated.
Right you are.
How are we to get through this door?
Heavens above!
Isn't it amazing? And I found it. Me.
'Tis quite a find indeed. Is this some manner of archive? Why, I've ne'er seen so many books. Might I ask that you not share the existence of this place with others, Sir Arisen? We cannot allow the knowledge accumulated here to be misused or mistreated. We ought to entrust its care to someone worthy, someone who can... As for you, Malcolm, I forbid you from telling anyone else about...
Oh, but...
However, in exchange for your silence, you may come and go. Let's investigate this place's secrets together, eh?
It near boggles the mind that so impressive an archive slumbered here. 'Tis surely any scholar's dream.
True enough. Again?
We shall have to crane our necks to spot our foes in a place like this.
We must be ready for anything.
Prayer alone cannot win us this battle.
Watch over me. Deliver me from harm.
We're done for.
Life can be tiring, even if you've no troubles.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle. You'll get what's coming to you.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
It is not our place to hurry the Arisen.
Mayhap I really would have been better off. Leave off.
Huh? Thanks, I suppose.
This is bad.
Dark. Must not be done.
Pain me. Yet what choice have we?
Have you come to release me from this jail? Who are you? Oh. Then we are presented with three options. Either the law or Jesus Arisen is false, or have you proof that you are arisen, as you say? Ah, they say the Arisen's breast bears a wound akin to the dragon's claw. By that mark, 'twould seem 'tis true. This reminds me of a happening 148 years ago. During the reign of Regent Alphonse, he went before the people, insisting that he, and not Regent Alphonse, was the true Arisen. The one. And what befell him, you ask? Ha! Crusoe was discovered to be a liar. I dare say your arrival portends another beheading, but whose will it be, Escape? But why? Here, I spend my days perusing the code and deciphering old texts. And I need not turn my ear to Deesa's absurd demands. 'Tis a That said, if you know of a place with a mountain of tomes I could delve into, I might rethink the matter. Tell me, does that ring any bells? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest.
I have been waiting for you.
This should be far enough. If you truly are Arisen, then words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tome.
Shall we make for Vernworth Palace?
There's got to be something fun to do. My head hurts just thinking about it.
I'll train for this.
This isn't the way to our destination, but I presume you've a new one in mind. Lead on.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
About time I taught that dullard a red ball. Most wish all could happen to shake.
This place is such a
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to it.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Power surges within me.
Welcome, good sir. Should you so desire, I can help you find your truest self. That's a good look on you. Do stop and have a look. I've wares of every ilk.
Plenty of gossip to be had here, I'll venture.
Oh, is everyone all...
No hurry to leave.
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
Such peace.
Work done gracelessly is work done poorly.
as quiet as a milk.
about combat training?
Lots to do, and precious little time.
So tired. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten.
Boots lace. Sometimes I wonder if I'm ready for patrol.
First soldiers need
Oh, that's better. I thought my...
You are the Arisen, yes? The captain gave me your description. Follow me!
I swear I've not blinked once in the last hour. I'm sure I can handle this.
all this quiet makes me itch to cause a stir. Time as we've done by dusk. Such quietude is a blessing. I must be the
Sometimes I wonder
townspeople depend on this work.
Tis best you move along. Pray, be cautious, Your Majesty.
I'd sooner stay out of battle.
A fine place to collect my thoughts.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice low. 'Twouldn't be good for either of us if someone was summoned to come check on me. Could it be that you have come to bring Mother's schemes to light? Aye, Disa is my mother. Pray forgive me for not telling. 'Twas never my intent to deceive you. I'd simply feared that if I spoke but that is no longer a concern. 'Tis clear that we are allied in purpose. My word, you could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing from his chambers.
Me? No, sir.
Then start searching, you fool. Should aught befall the Regent Kin...
Forgive me. My absence seems this room turned up little of interest. But I've a mind to look into this further. I'll head out first and speak with the Sentinels. Use that opportunity to make good your escape. I can sleep. I thought the scroll might clear my head.
It's well tiring being so alert.
Got to focus.
My head will grow.
What's to be done about this?
I'm about ready to fall asleep on my feet.
I'll make a living if I get myself injured.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
To each their own, as they say.
Acting up
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Suppose I'd better run along. What delights might there be to find in town today?
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You've done a fine job. The number of those who, should you continue to and it slips my mind.
We have accomplished what we set out.
There is much we ought to tend. How fared your mission? Was there aught this scrap? This alone can prove little. To think, 'tis a surprise. If Regent King, you have done well, Your Majesty.
Queen Regent Dees.
There is much we ought to tend to. It seems Magistrate mayhap to be. Now, would you be so kind as to return? I thank you.
Outstanding.
A laudable result.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to for some time now, and so the false sovereigns are. But may I approach? What say you, Your Majesty? My thanks. Some of the sentries want your infiltration here. Take care. Masquerade's been at much is made of appearance.
Pray.
There is much we ought to tend while examining the for some time now. What's more, this cannot be mere. Yet 'tis strange. I dare say 'tis a frail hope to be certain. I am glad to hear it.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest!
Let us hope your curiosity will be rewarded.
If I see that rat again, I'll gut him myself.
Got to focus. My head will roll if aught goes awry.
If it were up to me,
A crime committed here will see one confined to jail.
I've heard that jailers are paid a pittance, despite the hardships of their work.
Then a bribe might avail us, should the time come.
Now, how best to proceed?
where might I go? There's comfort in the humdrum of daily.
I would appreciate your swift return, Master. A fell unease begins to gnaw at me when you are gone over long.
I regret to inform you that there is no masquerade scheduled for today.
I've a niggling feeling I've forgotten something.
Aught's not right.
Such Such
My sword arm could use some work.
one of these days I'll buy
I've got the focus.
didn't sleep a wink last night.
Our soldiers need better training.
We shall await you here, Master.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. This job better be worth it. It's too bloody early.
There's ought to be said for peace and quiet.
Would that I
Have
could
you heard?
attend these
There's to
occasions
be more
every
restrictions on goods traded with Batar.
Well now, you're...
What is it? Has something happened?
We have it on good authority that a suspicious individual passed through here.
We need to scour the area. Well, scour all you like. You won't find
In here.
I've been here the whole time.
Open up!
You're dressed rather austerely for a patron.
My humblest apologies, Lady Wilhelmina. We've had reports of an unseemly character in the vicinity, you see, and...
Preposterous. I was out front till but a moment ago, and I did not see so much as a shadow.
Be that as it may.
You are excused. Leave this place, ere you invite our noble host's wrath upon yourself. I will summon you if aught is amiss.
Pray forgive the intrusion.
And what business have you here? In the nobles' playground? You've the face of someone in search of a juicy morsel. Would you be looking for this, perchance?
Come on, then. Keep pouring. Do you take me for some green lad who can't handle his cups? I'm your damned king, and a king deserves royal treatment.
Of course, Your Majesty. Tell us, Your Majesty, would you prefer more drink, or shall we find some other way to amuse ourselves?
Aye. Let's change things up.
I believe I cautioned you to keep your drunken revelry in check. Lest you forget, these celebrations of your valor are but a pretense for more serious matters.
I know. I do. It's just I get the poison in me and things happen is all.
You need only serve as our false king until Sven becomes consul. Till then, however, you would do well to remember that your role demands a certain degree of dignity. I trust you understand your position, Your Majesty.
Nay, I mean I. As you say, I'll go and sober up.
Why not remove yours as well? This is not the masquerade hall, and we now find ourselves quite alone. What say we dispense with such pretenses and speak openly with one another, Lord Phasus?
That will do. If you're discovered, yours won't be the only head that rolls. What is your purpose here, I wonder? If you came to learn of the Sovereign, then 'tis as you have seen. The man is naught but a ale-swilling pretender propped up by the Queen Regent. Of course, that begs the question. If he's a mere mummer, then where might our true Arisen be? You'd best go. I'll do what I can to help you make your escape. As you can see, I run an establishment that caters to certain pleasures. You're welcome to come and play any time, if you escape with your life, that is. Know, however...
I've announced the rumors of every
Greetings, Master. Is this where you've been all this while?
Our party is reunited. Surely we can ask for no more than that.
Of dire import, we unmask the false sovereign. To that end, we must travel to Vermin's.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
Is this the end?
Hail Arisen! 'Tis plain you've been training diligently in my absence. An unexpected...
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever,
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around. I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer... Should your pack grow over full, have no fear. I've a knack for combining materials that I hope you'll find useful.
Restoration and reinforcement are the purview of a maid. 'Twill be an honor to serve by your...
No way out of this.
A Cyclops.
Dare I say it? We trounced our foe well and true.
Ox carts make for relatively safer travel. It would allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
I'll take the knife watch you assess for it. In every age, when the hence, pawns are treated with not to mention, they are skilled combatants. 'Tis clear their concept of life.
My body's not forgiven me for last night's scuffle.
Oi there! All I ask is that you hear my request. Pray, sir, a moment of your...
No easy answers here. This ox cart's bound for Melve.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in.
This can't be how it ends.
Not good will come of this.
Quite enough.
What choice have we?
For my account, Master. I've never felt more alive. Arisen! Are you alright? I've a few scrapes and grazes, but nothing of consequence.
You've my gratitude. I've been meaning to thank you.
exposed.
Such a magnificent tapestry of stars.
You have my support.
Suppose I could enjoy. Care to hear an old man's request? Very well. I'm sure.
Only nobles and merchants are
Come on, put up a fight.
You're to make it through this with barely a scratch.
The battle rages on. Do not let down your guard.
Very well. I shall return.
Hang in there, Master. I am coming to assist.
A flawless execution.
Let us try for the same result with our next attack.
I've a wellspring of strength that shall never run dry.
In traversing other worlds, I came to know of a treasure chest in this area. Perchance you'd like to see it.
Battle is best avoided here. A night-bound forest is fearsome indeed.
We shall have to be all the more wary, till sunup casts the shadows away.
Would you mind coming over here?
You there! Are you looking to enter the village? You'd best go elsewhere, friend. There's no business to be had here, that's for sure.
That man just now seems rather on edge. What could he have seen here to inspire such suspicion?
Fancy a look at my wares?
Scared the life out of me.
Too much excitement. Rarely good. Yon path leads not to our destination. If you would prefer to explore, I shall guide you another time.
There will be other opportunities to lead. For now, let us follow. As a matter of fact, I shall never forget the time my strength failed me, and I was gone from the Arisen's side.
If that is your destination,
You made it after all. Guess that means I win. Oi.
Dear me.
You didn't disappoint, did you? You've done well. Seems only fair I answer any questions weighing on you. Go on. Ask away. Figures you'd want to know about him. We're supposed to be neutral. Ordinarily, I wouldn't say a word about one of our jobs. But I suppose I can tell you, the situation being what is. His real name is Dara. He was one of us, once. But he's been exiled. We had no choice, see? After he went off to play the false Arisen, we're men and women of shadow. Center stage isn't our place to stand. That's why he was cast out. He'll ne'er be part of our village again. That all you wanted to ask? For all this, but he failed. Took a massive... So the title fell to me. That's when he went off, saying he used the scar on his chest to pose as the Arisen. And what a scheme that turned out to be, eh? Still, you'd have a hard time proving that he... But we can't have him... Methinks.
So this is where you were, Master. I searched high and low for you.
Do take care not to stray so far next time. We seem to have arrived without issue, but are we safe here?
Over here, if you please. Here we are.
There is much we ought to tend to. If we are to strengthen your majesty, I bear word from a minister who happens to be one of the Queen Regent's from the pains he took. That alone is the Regent kin. He bids you to use this opportunity to search the minister's chambers and see if there's aught to be learned. What say you, your majesty? Are you willing to undertake this task? I shall ensure that the door to the... There is much we ought to tend to. 'Tis no simple matter. Should you fall into the hand... However, I am afraid she'll... Is there aught else you would speak of, your majesty? Well, he is merely... Even were he to be... But if there's aught... He seems a man of prey.
Queen Regent Deezer.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim. Have you divined aught of the false sovereign, your majesty? This appears to be a bill calling for the arrest of a man named Dara. But hold a moment. But a clever plan. Furthermore, and all the while, a clever ploy indeed. I've no doubt that this bill would prove its worth in due course. You have my gratitude, your majesty. Your aid has been invaluable.
So the false sovereign...
There is much we ought to tend to. Do not forget that we work to serve...
A full week has passed since Sir Mildred set off. I suppose 'tis time we vacated her dwelling.
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only pieces of the finest quality, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So, before you check, many thanks. I appreciate the business. Fancy a look at my wares?
I'll wander about, see what's doing in town. Would you mind coming over here? We're here, Master.
Good tidings, friend. As for me, you see, and that's when I can't just give it. Well, friend, what say you? Much obliged, friend. suppose I'd best be off.
Twould seem we've a need to visit the palace. Let us make for the palace, that you might investigate Minister Allard's chambers. I can accompany you to the castle entrance, Master, but no further.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
Pawns are forbidden from entering the castle grounds, but we may accompany you to the entrance. Over here, if you please.
It's been a hard day. I've more time than I know how to spend.
Over here, if you please. Here we are. We shall remain here.
You are the Arisen. Follow me!
Can't wait for the new equipment to come in. When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Would that I could always feel so fine.
Tis best you move along. Should one of the other guards spy you?
What business could be so pressing that I must be summoned at this late hour?
I would not presume to know, my lord. However, it must be a highly sensitive matter for the Regent Kin to request a private audience.
Oh, perhaps the boy has finally grown wise to the benefits my favor can bring. He might just...
My lord, if someone were to overhear...
Oh, unwring your hands, you fool! As if anyone in this palace would dare say a word against me. Now, if Wilhelmina calls, tell her to await me in my chambers.
Surely none more important than this. I speak of the ascension of the Sovereign.
Indeed. But that, Your Grace, would be better discussed in the presence of your mother.
sleep soundly tonight.
When does my watch end? I've clean forgotten. Suppose I ought to earn my pay.
It seems you've made a discovery regarding the false sovereign.
What's this? Come to admire. Ho, ho! To think if only my collection were complete. Alas, the sculpture that I... And 'twould wound my pride to have you... If your curiosity shall not be denied, how... The man's home is located in back...
Let us speak with everyone we can think of who might know aught of use.
Quite the predicament.
All this hustle and bustle was
Finally, some peace and quiet. Well tired of this place.
Not to look forward to, but a long-haired one.
I can't stomach places like this.
Like the spirit of a woman half my age.
Such quietude is a blessing.
But to sweep and dust the fortune of summer.
Sweeping me off my feet.
Each new day is a chance to turn a profit.
Well met.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. I know this sigil well. 'Tis the crest of the neighboring country of Batal. Let me see. It reads, "True to our word, pray make haste in securing Melv, that all might be made ready ere our plans are set in motion." A meager clue, though the politicals, I fear such a part. At any rate, to seem our search has led. I will investigate only once we have bleed, and ere it slips my mind.
Phasus. Now there's a name to remember.
Shall we see how Harv Village fares of late, Master? Then follow me. I'll lead the way.
You have our gratitude. Lead the way.
You!
Shall we get some rest then?
I feel refreshed and ready for a new day.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Feeling rested, I trust?
bunch of dullards, a lot of them.
Welcome. So much to do. Would that I had a helping hand.
As a reward for your Majesty's efforts, you will of course require
make some decent
Grown weary.
Oh, what a pleasant
Not
breeze.
a care in the world. Just
Might
as
as
it
well
should
take a look while you're here, eh?
Got to make hay while the sun shines.
Now seems a fine time to sort through your belongings, Master.
Perhaps 'tis time we returned to our base of operations and deposited some of our finds. An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
Fewer monsters are to be found on the main road, though carts travel only.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
What to do?
If this is where I fall...
Come on! Don't
Come on,
do
then.
this, all of you!
Damn it.
This is beyond me.
You might cast the spell more quickly. That was well fought. There's no one standing who might say otherwise.
Overconfidence is an enemy in and of itself. Let us instead strive to better ourselves with every battle.
Say, it was stolen from me. 'Tis no exaggeration, to be quite truthful. Working under a man's... Unless